The enemy's armies are on rampage, surrounding our towns and cities, standing, shouting, sitting, gesticulating. We are under siege. And knowing that the real enemy is not the one you see, but those and the one that are leading, because the leaders are invisible. Now, what do? You lament, like Gehazi in the old days, in the Old Testament, saying to Elisha, "Alas, my master, what shall we do?" You don't even shout. You continue burying your head in the sand. Now, I invite you to look at it another way. This is not new, because the devil's tactics are exactly the same. He has absolutely no imagination. He is doing what he has always done and forever. We read the whole Old Testament. It's about that. Town attacks and sieges that end usually very badly because the people are clueless. Just reread the Bible. But there is a way out, and God has provided it. Now listen. Now the gates of Jericho were securely barred because of the Israelites. No one went out, no one came in. Then the Lord said to Joshua, "See, I have delivered," notice he didn't say "I will." "I have delivered Jericho into your hands, along with its king and his fighting men. March around the city once with all the armed men. Do this for 6 days. Have 7 priests carry trumpets of ram's horns in front of the ark. On the 7th day, march around the city 7 times, with the priests blowing the trumpets. When you hear them sound a long blast on the trumpets, have the whole army give a loud shout. Then the wall of the city will collapse, and the army will go up, everyone straight in." So Joshua, the son of Nun, called the priests and said to them, "Take up the ark of the covenant of the Lord, and have 7 priests carry trumpets in front of it." And he ordered the army, "Advance, march around the city with an armed guard going ahead of the ark of the Lord." And then we are told that Joshua had commanded the army, "Do not give a war cry. Do not raise your voices. Do not say a word until the day I tell you to shout. Then shout." This is the opposite of what the enemy is doing. They are shouting, and I don't want to repeat their own shout. But they shout every day in front of us, to our ears, with boasting, because they believe that they have got it all. Don't shout until I tell you to shout, says God. So the ark of the Lord was being carried around the city once every day. Then the army returned to camp and spent the night there. And then they continued. The second day they marched around the city once, returned to the camp, and they did this for 6 days. On the 7th day, they got up at daybreak and marched around the city 7 times in the same manner, except that on that day they circled the city 7 times. The 7th time around, when the priest sounded the trumpet blast, Joshua commanded the army, "Shout, for the Lord has given you the city." The city and all that is in it are to be devoted to the Lord. But keep away from the devoted things. When the trumpet sounded, the army shouted, and at the sound of the trumpet, when the men gave a loud shout, the wall collapsed, and they took the city. This is God's word. And I challenge you, just try. We are to do this silently. No need to move with gesticulations. Just standing there, going around the city that you want, your city, whether it's Nsukka, Lagos, Rugby, Mannheim, or any other city in the world where you live, God has given you the place. He said, wherever the sole of your feet shall tread, you shall conquer. For me, for God. So, get prepared and start circling the place. Don't mind the enemy and all his shouts. Just go on silently. No need for prayers, no need for singing, no need for shout. Just keep quiet. Total silence, confidence in God. Do what He said. Trust and obey. And the place will be taken over for the kingdom. God bless you as you obey, as we all obey, because this is the final battle.